Hello, welcome to day 17. I've officially passed my record from the last one. And the difference between the last fast and this one is like night and day. I slept 8 hours last night. Again, 7 hours of that was, or 6 of that was rated as quality. 5 hours in deep for REM sleep, which is just insane. I've never experienced that. And the best part was, it all happened like in 2 different blocks. I had one major waking event in the middle of the night, but instead of the hour on, hour off that I've been dealing with, it actually came out to 2 major periods. So after 8 hours, about 6 a.m., I woke up and I actually wanted to be awake. I was ready, instead of the last couple of days where I woke up around 6, 7, and man, my body was not ready. So it's important to me because I have things in my life I want to get going on. I have a truck I want to work on. I got projects, things that matter to me. So come on, let's get to work on them. And it's really hard to do that when my mind and my body are not cooperative. So that's what I'm excited about, is I slept well, and it gives me hope that tomorrow morning I can wake up at 6 and light a fire and get going with my life. And especially get going on some things that actually require some physical effort. Obviously, I'm not going to push it, but, I'm going to pull it off. This is the first time in this fast ever, including the last one, where I'm not completely, but I'm really starting to feel like this is viable. I can do this. I can, given how I'm feeling, it's like, this is something I could buy into. I have not been able to feel that way up till this point, just because I feel so terrible for the last couple of weeks. Lots of severe exhaustion and just being really tired. Lots of body aches and different discomforts, and the food envy on top of that. Plus, as I've talked about in the past, a fast will bring out emotions in you, emotions that you didn't even know you had. Gift wrap them and shove them down your throat. It's not cool, but it all happens at once. So I'm 17 days in. The primary physical symptoms are mostly, if not completely, backed off. Really, the only things I have to deal with now are the food envy, which I'm learning to deal with much better based on what I mentioned yesterday. And my energy is solid today, probably about 50-60% of normal. Much better than it was the last couple of days. And it tends to be trending upwards. So that's really important to me. And I feel like, with this physical state, I can actually look forward to going through it. Before, it was just a matter of enduring. A matter of, I really want this to happen. I really want the benefits, but I hate this. So I'm going to do it anyways because I'm tough, right? And that's part of it still. I'm keeping top of mind the benefits of healing and my brain clearing up and being healed, and massive weight loss that I would never be able to accomplish really any other way. And just generally building a body that's going to last for the rest of my life and perform the way I want it to. That's, still top of mind. That keeps me going. But I don't know when the natural return of hunger will happen. And I'm getting to the point now that I can commit to sticking with this until that actually happens. What I really want to happen is for all the weight to be gone tomorrow and the return of hunger to happen tomorrow night, and then enjoy my favorite food tomorrow night too. But somehow I'm thinking that may not be the case. Either way, it feels really good after 17 days to finally feel like I'm crossing a line, feeling like a human again. I can see obvious differences in my body and my face. Sure you can too. My face is a lot leaner. The rest of my body's really cleaning out. And emotionally, I do feel much more stable. And that's a real blessing. I could not have described it without feeling it. And I don't think I could really describe it now, except that when stimuli come in, things which would normally mess with me, nothing. One of my old stimuli that used to things that would freak me out in the past to some degree was messages from my bank. It didn't matter if it was an email saying, hey, your most recent statement is ready, or somebody stole all your money. I reacted the same way. I just hated it because I've been conditioned by experiences and my own choices to expect bad news whenever I got anything from the bank. But as I was walking out to shoot this video, I got a text or an alert from him. It was nothing critical, but I looked at it and I just clicked on it, opened it up to check what was going on, and I realized when I had almost finished that I hadn't reacted at all. It was just another thing. So that kind of thing applied to my relationship with my kids when they're being kids, like the difficult kind. Money, coming to grips with the fact that I've taken 2 weeks of my life and backed way off, which is something that's difficult for me to accept. Doesn't trigger an internal reaction. In fact, I think I'm really seeing it exactly as I should. So that definitely feels good. So better sleep, feeling better, motivation is solid, and I can definitely tell substantial emotional, which I assume is also rewiring up here. Well, I shouldn't do that so hard. It's working out. So almost halfway to 40 days. That's cool. I was thinking I was going to address a little bit about my history with weight loss, a couple hundred pounds. I mean, I peaked out at 400 pounds and got myself in great shape. I'm still in great shape, but got things. I wanted to finish off that project, and that's the beauty of this fast. But I'm going to leave that until tomorrow or the next day, so I can basically dedicate one video to just that. The only thing I want to address today before I close, again, is sustainability. What am I going to do? And I am kind of talking out loud now because despite journaling and really giving this some thought, I haven't really figured it out. But what I found in the past on these 16 videos I've made so far is when I've done that, when I've just said it out loud, this is what it's important to. This is what's important, but I don't know the answer to it. Within a day or two, I always do. So it puts my brain to work on getting it back up and running, getting an answer formulated. Protect my head, it's important. Otherwise I'll have to fast for another 40 days. Okay, so how do I get to the point from this point where I'm now feeling stable and healthy and reasonably strong? How do I thrive? I haven't really considered that, because up to this point, it's just been hard, like really rough, burning through it. But now I'm to the point where it's not that rough, and it still work. I mean, I'm not discounting, but now what? Now I realize that I have questions like, I noticed a picture my wife showed me today of me throwing a kid in the air, and I noticed I have some pretty wicked arms. My biceps and such are looking good as I'm chucking this kid in the air. How do I make sure that my muscle tone doesn't diminish more than it absolutely has to during this process? The body doesn't really consume that much muscle, but it will if it is in conditions of atrophy. I'm not asking anything of it. So is there a degree of training, mild, whatever, that I need to do to accomplish that? What about emotional? For the first couple of weeks, I was journaling for 3 to 6 hours a day, and often struggling to finish. Finished my journal today in an hour. That's more like it should be, because when things are balanced. That means going forward, I'm likely just going to be doing it for less than an hour every day, and it'll be good quality stuff. So my life is going to change. What do I put in that place? What do I need to be studying? I need to keep my relationship with food, and a good one, being built. I need to work on my temporal, my financial well-being. The pandemic quite literally erased my income and everything I worked for the last 5 or 6 years. So I'm working to rebuild that. What are my priorities? And while I'm in a fasted state, I know I have a tremendous opportunity to create new pathways, to rewire my brain. And what does that look like? I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning and feel 100%, have powerful energy like all these people talk about when they fast, and be like, all right, now what? Or just pick something because I got a long list, and then find out down the road that that really wasn't the right thing to do. Maybe study and building my mind and my brain needs to remain the priority here, and then add tasks and responsibilities in after that. I don't know. I'll give that some thoughts. I'd like to say, like other YouTube people do, to leave your comments in the comments below, but I don't think enough people actually watch this for that to happen. But I would sure like some feedback if there is anybody out there. Other than my loyal subscribers, which I believe are my wife and my mom. Can't beat that. So I'm going to work on that, and I will address it over the next couple of days. How to complete the rest of this fast all the way to the natural return of hunger without leaving any major blessings or benefits or whatever you want to call them on the table, because this is a special and unique time. So that's me for day 17. Tomorrow's day 18. I can already claim that I passed my record last time, but it'll be nifty to be able to say, yeah, day 18. It'd be cooler to say day 42 if my body wants to go that long. Either way, we'll make it. Appreciate your watching the video, and let's keep fasting.